I have had many people say to me something along the lines of, I like Terraria, but I never know what to do, so I just stopped playing. And that is why today, using my personal experience with the game, I'm going to walk through a playthrough of Terraria and give tips of what to do when you are lost. Loading into a world for the first time can be one of the most overwhelming experiences in the playthrough. However, this doesn't have to be a bad thing. At this stage, it's a good idea to make up some wooden or cactus armor, go caving for gold chests, and mine for materials. The most important thing at this point is increasing your survivability. Crafting silver armor or tungsten armor, depending on your world, can be very useful and not that hard. Also, keep an eye out for heart crystals and movement items, as these can be extremely useful to you in the future. Another thing to keep in mind is that with 15 gems, you can make yourself a grapple hook, which will help you immensely. And if you find that it's hard to find chests in regular caves, you could try your luck with the underground desert, but be warned, you might die a lot. Once you have yourself geared up a bit, it can be a nice refresher to return to the surface and do some exploring. Go find the dungeon in jungle, or maybe even rescue the angler from the ocean. You could even use a gravitation potion and search for sky islands, where you will find valuable gear. It's also a great idea to start working on a base for yourself. A base can help protect you from monsters at night, and house valuable NPCs that will aid you throughout your playthrough. Another very good use of your time is building a boss arena. By running a few rows of platforms on top of each other, you create a perfect environment to defeat many of the bosses in Terraria. After you've defeated your first boss, it can be a great idea to smash a Shadow Orb / Crimson Heart in order to fulfill the requirements for a Goblin invasion to trigger. Once you've defeated the Goblin invasion, it's possible to find the Goblin Tinkerer underground. The Goblin Tinkerer is one of the most useful NPCs in the game, allowing you to reforge your gear, combine certain accessories together, and purchase rocket boots. At this point, it may also be a good idea to get started on a elevator. By digging a tunnel straight down to the bottom of your world, it will provide you with a fast method of travel to the caverns and beyond. Constructing this tunnel also comes with the added bonus of finding loot along the way, making yourself stronger and hopefully topping off your health at 400. At this point, it's a good idea to get ready for your next boss fight with either Eater of Worlds or Brain of Cthulhu. Start by building a boss arena in your impurity biome, and make sure that you have gear that you're happy with. After you've defeated your second boss, quite a few options open up for you. At this point, it's possible for a meteor to spawn, and if this happens, you can get yourself some very powerful gear. It can also be very valuable to loot the underground jungle for weapons and accessories. Making lightning boots and its upgrades will help you a ton in future boss fights.
Spoilers.
At this point, you will have
I already got this far.
On the hardest difficulty, permadeath, blind. Oh!
couple of boss options, Queen Bee or Skeletron.
Yeah, that Queen Bee was the last guy I attempted. But it bugged out somehow, I don't remember how, but...
I normally start with Skeletron, but you can do either first. For both, you're going to want to build an arena at the location that these bosses will be spawned, and make sure to get yourself some gear upgrades before attempting. Once Skeletron is defeated, looting the dungeon will get you some powerful items that will aid you for the rest of the playthrough. After securing a shadow key from the dungeon, it's possible to head to the underworld and unlock shadow chests for even more gear upgrades. You can also drink an obsidian skin potion to mine up some hellstone for weapons and armor. Nearing the end of hard mode,
I got that too. Alright, no further spoilers, Jonah. We'll surely play it soon with 3 soon.